Hey everyone, we are doing another figure review, and this is the Andre the Giant Wrestlemania with the rolling ring. Got some pretty cool pictures on the side, same one on this side as well, and then a picture of him here as well. The other reasons kind of popped up is like I kind of went through and cut the tape, got them, where we're going to take them out together. So here we go.
Together.
So I'm going to hold it down and eat it.
Oh shit.
So where'd he go? Nah, so like it pops out of the ring. So the ring had like a little base here where his feet kind of fit in these little slots. So I am going to remove that.
The head sculpt is actually pretty dang good.
Got things in there. I don't see any tape or anything holding it back. It's just there you go. So that comes out. Well, obviously, I don't know. Either way you kind of turn it, it works fine. There are these little pegs here. I don't know if you can see those. It's where his feet can peg in. Let's see. Yeah. So he's got little peg holes at the bottom of his feet. See that? And he fits in there. So I'm going to try to put him in there without it just so you can see.
Guess you can use one of the peg holes.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll spray to use both.
Yeah, that sucks.
Come on.
Okay, so I got him in one peg hole. They're just kind of corners, and that's kind of what it looks like. He's on the far right, and the other peg hole's like here on the far my left, I guess. And it rolls. So
Does it actually roll?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's got wheels in the bottom.
Ah.
So it actually would go this way. So he would roll in like that. So that's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see. So I guess we'll start off with the ring.
Okay.
Hand me hand for a minute.
I'll take care of him.
Pretty much all plastic. Seems to roll pretty good. So I guess those directions you have to go that way or the other way. And I guess the pegs are facing whichever direction. So he'll be here on the corner if you want him in the back. So that's reminiscent of a WrestleMania he did. Or weren't they kind of...
They used to do that at WrestleMania. They would actually come out in the ring. They didn't have these personalized entrances. Unless you're Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior. I don't think Andre the Giant had theme music either. I think he literally came out to no music. I think. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let's see what else. You got the WWE logo. Back in the day it was WWF, obviously, but everything's pretty much plastic except for the rope. It's like a kind of rubbery.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue. Pretty neat.
Feels good.
And it's got like a, I don't know what you call it, die-cast plate or something like that there at the bottom. Still plastic, but it still has like a silvery shine and look to it. And the bottom's pretty simple. Again, just the wheels that go back and forth. They don't like rotate or anything like that. They're just, one direction or this way. So, what about the figure?
I like the face sculpt a lot. It's really good. This wrist articulation is good on this side. This side, it does not move, actually.
Really?
It doesn't move. Try to move it. I can't get it to actually move. His left hand.
Oh, he's got like a...
Did it move finally?
Yeah, you have to kind of work it. Like it's a joint that moves. You can kind of see it there where it kind of moves back and forth, but Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's just one thing you mentioned too. Like, he can't spread his legs. Like, his legs are just like these old school up and down joints.
Yeah.
So they don't spread out or anything like that. And then single jointed elbows. And this still has a swivel, like a bicep swivel. Wrist swivels. The head, like you said, I mean, it's a really good face sculpt, you know.
Yeah.
Reminds me of him. Diaphragm's really nothing. I mean, it just rotates at the waist.
But Andre the Giant really didn't move anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, his big boot literally probably looked like this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
If they were going to make a figure with limited articulation, might as well be the Giant Andre.
Well, they had a Macho Man. I didn't buy it, but they had a Macho Man like this too. And I noticed I was looking inside the little window or whatever, and it was the same kind of hips were just up and down. So maybe it's something with the figure line where it's just like, you know, it's still $20 like the Elite figures, but you know, instead of like getting articulation, you get a ring to roll in. They have a ring like this too. So
maybe it's just for like the entrance, like to stand them in. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they're trying to go for.
This really reminds me. You remember those statues like the Unmatched Fury? Do you remember those?
I have a few actually.
So do
yeah, I still have a few of them, but they were very highly detailed though.
Yeah, but it was kind of like it's almost like a pose in a way.
Yeah,
you know, like not a lot of articulation. Well, I don't think they had any articulation. I can't remember.
They didn't at all.
None. Okay.
They had none. But yeah, it's not bad. This is not a figure. I know some people actually have collections where they actually play with their figures. This is not a figure you can really play with. You would literally pose it in that little ring, and that's about it. You're not going to really have him doing anything.
I mean, I would say like if you're getting one that's got limited articulation, this is kind of got to go with, because you can kind of put him like a Andre the Giant pose that's kind of fits him with limited articulation.
Like you said, it kind of goes like this right here. I mean, literally, that's
gonna get you. Andre Giant gonna get you.
Yeah.
Nah, I quit.
But yeah.
So I guess we go to the ratings.
Yeah.
Start with the sculpt.
The face sculpt is pretty good, but Andre the Giant was not this proportionate. Andre the Giant was very. I mean, they did pretty decent though. They did get his smaller arms compared to his body. He had a really large upper body frame. It's okay. I give it like a.
I may go
7.
I may go 7 because I like the face. Like I think they did a really good job on the face. But I mean, like the body is just kind of boring. Like this strap that goes over him.
I can see the paint. Well, I know we're gonna get to the paint, but it's like bleeding into it or something.
Yeah, it's just like sculpted on there, which I mean it's pretty normal. But I mean it's just like, you know,
it's a very basic.
Yeah, and then like his arms. I mean like you said, like the proportions, you know, right? Because he has this big torso, and like his arms was big, but I mean, just in that proportion. But his arms just look like a generic wrestling figure or something. Yeah, like a generic muscle dude or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't have arms that had muscle like this.
Yeah, muscle definition wasn't a thing back in the 80s, I guess, unless you were Hogan.
Even him, like to a certain extent, he just want to get big. But
so yeah, I guess 7 for articulation. Paint.
I mean, what is there?
Yeah, let me take them out real quick and just point that out a little closer. So, hammer in our point. Like his hair is good. Like there's that kind of, I don't know, curl to it, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So they did a pretty good job of that. But his strap is, you can kind of see it bleeds into his chest a little bit. Like even like his arms, like it looks like his chest and his arms are shinier than his shoulder. Like his shoulder's kind of like a flat paint. I don't know. I mean, it's just, with Andre the Giant, there's not like a lot of paint. I mean, it's just basically kind of tan and, black for the most part. One thing that kind of gets me though is these side parts. I can't tell if this is a paint thing, but there's like it looks like a blank gap there or something. I don't know if it's paint bled or just a gap. You see that too?
It's just where they put his body together. It's not really like a clean glue.
Yeah, I mean, even like on the side, like this side looks okay, but this side you can kind of see the gap. So it's not, not too good. I mean, paint, I'd probably go a 6, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about it, but
about the same, 6 or 7, not very.
Yeah. Articulation, I mean, he's got like some good movement in his head. His big chin kind of prevents him from moving too much forward. His arms, they go up, 90 degrees, they rotate. He's got the
I don't really like his arms. I mean, I don't know. I know I said earlier that like they kind of go with the body. They're smaller than the body, but like the
yeah,
it's like they're muscular, but they're also small.
This might point it out too. I mean, like his bicep and his tricep are like, protruding basically.
I don't think he had that.
Nah, Andre the Giant was just huge. I mean, he was strong as crap, obviously, but he just. I mean, one thing I forgot to mention is his boots swivel, or.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
His feet, like, there's some movement there. I mean, especially, it's like a joint, like, where it can do more, but it don't really rotate. It just kind of goes up and down a little bit. I mean, just because it's Andre the Giant, I think articulation-wise, I give him a 6.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a 6 or 7 for me.
So we got an average of what?
6s and 7s.
2 6s and a 7, or 2 7s and a 6?
I don't remember, but I'm going to give it an overall 6 anyways. I think that's what it deserves.
Yeah, like a low to mid 6. I mean, it's a pretty above average figure.
It's only getting a 6 because it's Andre the Giant, and
yeah,
it's pretty cool because of that. And the ring. You got to think about the ring too. Like, it's kind of cool that he came with that.
Yeah. Yeah, the ring's a cool part, and not really much else.
Are you glad you bought it?
No. Yeah, this might be one that I just return, I guess you could say. Just be like, I was not very happy with it, so kept the receipt. Just said that. I made a point of keeping the receipt because I was a little iffy on this, and after reviewing the Ultimates Hollywood Hogan,
it's not as good as that.
Yeah, that's just like another level though. But anything else you want to add, or? I think we're good. So thanks for watching.
All right, bye-bye.